The De Tomaso Pantera is the only kind of Italian-American muscle you'd ever want to meet on an empty stretch of desert highway. With a body designed to the renowned Carrozzeria Ghia in Turin, Italy, and a V8 sourced directly from Ford, it's equal parts Lamborghini and Shelby. Made throughout the 1970s and 80s, the best of the best will fetch six figures, but you can still get a nice one to cruise around in for under $50,000. Take a few key components from a Mustang, like the engine and steering rack, and hand-build an aluminum sports car around it, and you end up with a Pano's Esperante. In that regard, it's not all that much different from the Pantera, but the Esperante is a car uniquely its own. Its divisive love-it-or-hate-it looks are unlike anything else out there, and it has quite the racing heritage behind it. Some of the earlier versions are now dipping into the $40,000 range. The fact that the Dodge Viper is readily available in the sub-$50,000 range is a testament to the enduring success of the car. While the original intent was to play on the Shelby Cobra's heritage, after several generations, the Viper owns its legacy outright. If you ever wanted to know what a 1960s muscle car would be like disguised as a 1990s supercar, driving a Viper is a great way to find out. These are running for around $20,000 to $40,000 a piece. If you're looking for a Ferrari best in performance in a car that you can still take to work in the morning, the Porsche 911 Turbo has long been your ally. For less than $50,000, the 2001 to 2004 models are really your only option, coming around $30,000 to $40,000. The Ferrari F355 sat at the crux of an interesting time of change for Ferrari, and its importance in the global scope of the automobile is often underestimated. When it debuted, the engine was state-of-the-art, and it paid homage to the time-honored tradition of Italian cars with beautiful gated shifters. Nowadays, it's going to run you $35,000 to $50,000. Some people may be wondering how a Fisker Karma made a list of supercars. The answer is simple. It has a wild, edgy, and somehow still elegant look that all supercars should have, and is full of high-tech ideas like solar panels that don't necessarily make a huge difference. Unfortunately, it is one of the pricier cars on the list, coming in at around $49,000. This is a Ferrari 308 GTB. Bountiful might be the wrong word to use when describing it, but it's true that it's not a terribly hard car to find, coming in at only $45,000 a piece. Next up, we have the Lotus Esprit. Today, it's a relatively affordable and instantly recognizable icon, and while some variants still command pricey sums, plenty can be found for those on a budget between $15,000 and $30,000. Probably one of my favorite cars on this list, the Acura NSX is going to cost you around $32,000 to $50,000. If this is in your budget range though, I suggest you get one soon, because the estimated prices are only going up. There is a theory that the Corvette is a supercar by right, that its high performance warrants its inclusion in that exclusive category, but that its lack of refinement and rarity is what holds it back in the eyes of the public. If that theory is true, then the Cadillac XLR-V should count. Under the skin, it's all Corvette, and even today, 450 horsepower is nothing to laugh at. The rest of the car is all Cadillac, and sells in the ballpark of $40,000.